Now to the latest on the Trump administration. The president's son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner heading to Iraq as President Trump prepares for his first meeting with China's president this week. Our senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega has all of those details. Good morning, Cecilia.
Amy, good morning to you. A very busy week here. President Trump meeting with 3 global leaders this week, starting today. Egypt's president is here, but the biggest diplomatic test for this White House comes later this week at Mar-a-Lago when President Trump comes face-to-face with China's Xi Jinping.
This morning, White House senior advisor Jared Kushner is in Iraq, invited on the mission by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Joseph Dunford. The White House releasing few details, but the president's son-in-law's packed West Wing portfolio includes Middle East policy. The trip comes as President Trump's art of the deal goes global this week, and he'll need every negotiating trick in the books when he comes face-to-face with China's Xi Jinping. Their meeting later this week at Mar-a-Lago comes after candidate Trump made China his recurring punching bag.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing. It's the greatest theft in the history of the world.
But this morning, a new tone. President Trump telling the Financial Times, "I have great respect for him. I have great respect for China. I would not at all be surprised if we did something that would be very dramatic and good for both countries." But the president is also talking tough about leaning on China to help rein in North Korea's military threats, saying if China is not going to solve North Korea, we will. Asked if he thinks he can solve the North Korea threat without China's help, the president gave a one-word answer: totally. UN Ambassador Nikki Haley agreeing with her boss on that front.
At some point, we need to see definitive actions by China condemning North Korea and not just calling them out for it.
But not echoing his take about an investigation into another international adversary.
I think Russia was involved in the election. There's no question about that. We don't want any country involved in our elections ever. And so once that information comes out, I expect that will be handled accordingly.
Now, also in that Financial Times interview, the president was asked whether he is proud of the abrasive language that he's used. He said he is, and that a softer tone hasn't worked for any of his predecessors. He was also asked if he regrets any of his tweets. George, he said, quote, "I don't regret anything."
Yeah, the president not big on regrets. Okay, Cecilia, thanks very much.